Thanks for coming. This has been my great privilege to do this show. And I want to thank Joyce O'Connor, I want to thank Herb and Nancy Conley. I want to thank my student staff, and Satoru and Harry, and the memory of everybody else who's here, because this is a pivot show showing Isami Doi, the mentor, and those that followed, and featuring Pablo Ochikubo's work, which is underappreciated because we don't get to see it too often. If you'd like to come and ask me some questions afterwards, fine. I'd like to invite you to come, and for those of you that need a chair for about 15 minutes, go grab a chair outside and bring it back inside, and you can sit softly. The show happened very fast, but it was been percolating in my mind ever since I did a show on Isami Doi and Keiichi Kimura. And it was a works on paper show we did about 2000, around 2000 somewhere. And I've had this show in mind for 20 years. And I've been a great fan of the Doi legacy and all of these great pioneers that you see on these walls, and some you don't. And this show is going to propel me to do an article about this show and the school, I call it the School of Isami Doi. Doi, to me, is the pivotal avatar of this group, because he was the first local boy who had the courage to pull up roots and go to New York and later go to Paris. Why did he go to Paris? It was the art center of the world. He did so in 1929 and 1930. And so that's how this all got started. And we're lucky to have two of the pioneers right here, Mr. Abe and Mr. Tsuchidana. Harry let me go through his private drawing stash, and in this print folio over here, after we're done talking, you can flip through it, find some real Jamaruskis over there, very reasonably priced. I encourage you to do them and support your artists. And so if you have questions, we're glad to have them, and we can just pass the mic around and direct your questions to the great artists in our midst. So who has a question?